Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Planning for Reality, and welcome to yet another delayed video. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you have been staying safe and healthy. Today's video is supposed to be the end of June month overview. However, I could not find where I made the notes for the end of July amounts. So I kept delaying it, and I thought I would find it, and I just cannot find it anywhere. So I decided to just make a new one and move forward. Yep, so school holidays has finished for us, and the kids have finally gone back to school, and that did also take a huge chunk of my time being with the kids, and the noise. It just couldn't get my head straight really with the kids around. It's a little chaotic here. So we are going to do a fresh spread for our monthly overviews, and we're going to start with July, and this will go through to the end of the year. I think sometimes it's good to just have a reset. This is kind of a bit of a reset and refresher, and revisiting our goals and things like that. So we always start with the bills binder, and how we're going to do this, I think I will just want to make sure you can see. Okay, so electricity, I did pay that bill, and I have 51, 52, 53, 54. I haven't stuffed anything for July yet, so that's why I want to get this done so I can start my stuffing again. Rates: 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 80. So this one might be a little bit longer because I'm writing down the categories at the same time. 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 80. And if I remember anything that I need to update you about, I will. Okay, post box, 50, 75, 80. We're not halfway yet, but we're getting there. Amazon is actually due this month. 50, 70, 80, so that will be spent in July. Canva, 50, 70, 95. And I still want to get the amounts written in here so I know. I have them in my notes somewhere. 55, 60 for Microsoft. I know Microsoft, I think it's 160, I think. I'm not sure. I paid for that one. I can't remember. Okay. Next, car rego is going to be in this one. Yep. I access the red and purple binder the most, so I kind of know what's in them. The other ones I've completely forgotten. So this one is also due this month, coming up. 500, 50, 600. So I need to catch up on week 1, 2, and now going into week 3 of July for that one. And then we have car tires, 51, 20, 40, 60, 85. 185 in there. car maintenance, 51, 52, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 340, 345. Some of this will be spent for the alongside the registration. I just want to make sure it's filming. Yep. Okay. Because sometimes I have a problem with that. My phone isn't that old. If you remember, I got it replaced. Was it last year? And I'm still paying the bill for it, but I don't know why it's not that good. 1, 2, 3, 20, 30. So maybe it has too many things stored in it, or it needs to be reboot or refreshed, or I don't know. Car emergency, 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 220, 230, 235. I was curious the other day if I added up all my emergencies, would I have hit my 1,000, the minimum of 1,000 combined? But I didn't come and check, so I don't know if I have. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 155, 60, 160. My handwriting is not great. Key replacement, 20, 40, 60, 85, 95. $95. Fines, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 510. 110. And I have been driving very carefully. Firstly for the fines, and secondly for the demerit points, so that I can protect my license as best as I can, because I rely on that for everything, really. Insurance excess, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Car insurance I haven't started, but I would like to. I just haven't been able to. Fuel buffer, 51, 50, 75. And I've been thinking about because for the past, I don't know how long now, many months, I have been using my bank card to do my grocery shop, and just withdrawing like $50 in cash for those quick stops and the fresh fruit and vegetables and things like that. And I want to go back to completely using cash. I feel like it's better. 55 in back to school. I'm just going to do all the school in one. Uniforms, 20, 45. School photos, 20. I still have 2 that need photos this year. And I think they do their ones closer to the end of the year. One's high school and one is childcare, daycare. 20, 30, 45, 55. But the other primary school kids have done theirs. And I have one graduating this year from primary to high school, which is exciting. So that's why I have that envelope. Okay. Now the pink binder. Emergency. 120, 40, 55, 65, 75. Now, just by counting those two emergencies, I don't think I'm anywhere near at that 1,000. Did I say 175 or 275? I think it was 175. 120, 40, 55, 65, 75. Yep. 175. Just in case. $20, $30, $45, $55, $65. Debt. I still need to add a placeholder. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 300 in the bank, so 380. Getting ahead, 20, 40, 55, 65, 70. So we're moving very slowly in our journey right now. But at least we're moving, I guess. 51, 50, 75. And another category that I've been thinking about a lot is the holiday pay, because before you know it, we're already more than halfway through the year. That time will come again. And this school holidays, I did feel it because I wasn't able to work as much as I normally do regularly. 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 80. So I do feel that when I'm not able to work as much. Retirement, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95. And that's that binder. Okay. Next binder is this one here, which is the medical. So medical has 75, pharmacy has 45, health 10, 25, 35, 45. Orthodontics 10, 15, 25, 30. Optical 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Dental 10, 15, 25. I do have some kiddos that need a dental visit, but I think those visits will be covered by the Medicare scheme. So I think we should be okay for that. Medical emergency 10, 25, 35, 40. I write better on this side of the book. Okay, these are the binders I have not been really able to touch, and I haven't touched in a really long time, but it's okay. Oh, this is the office supplies one, and I have really just not touched it. So this is a business binder, so I'm not going to add it into the overall amount. Okay. This one here is the personal care binder. So we've got 15 in hair, self-care 20, and recently I've been just plucking my daughter's eyebrows with the tweezers, which is not very good, but I don't know. Sometimes when she goes with her dad, he takes her, so that's a good thing. But when she's with me, unfortunately, I can't afford all of those little perks and things. Holidays 15. We didn't do much this school holidays. Everything we did was free and at home. So park, library, went to the library a couple of times actually, and there's a pond that we went to. We took the little one there. He had an amazing time, and we fed some stale bread to the ducks, and that was it pretty much. Birthdays 10, 15, 25, 35, 40. 3 of my kids' birthdays have actually passed, but their dad took them out and got them a gift and everything like that, and I just made a cake at home. So I didn't take anything out of the binder. Household 1025. Appliances. Those kinds of things do make me feel down and unmotivated when things like that come up and I'm not able to do what I would really like to do. Even though I am trying to save, even though I am trying to be prepared, everything I am doing, it's still not enough. But I'm grateful that we are safe, we have a home. In the long run, I know that my kids are secure, they at least have a home. And it's just in those moments you kind of forget all of the house, and you forget all of that, and you just think about how the kid's feeling. And I don't know, there's no words that can explain those emotions and feelings, and they really bring me down a lot. There have been some amazing people from this community, which I'm so grateful for you all, that have been buying coffees. Like one particular person purchased a ridiculous amount. I saw it just before when I checked the email, and she blew my mind away. And I don't know how I would repay her. I don't know how I can repay her. There's so many, amazing people that try to help us. I just don't know why it just has not been enough income for the life that we live. And we live a very simple life. My kids don't have technology, which is usually very common now. They don't have any of that stuff. Their dad bought them a PlayStation last Christmas, which, I let them play on it during the weekends and the school holidays, but during school nights we don't touch it. They don't go anywhere. They don't ask for much. I don't buy anything for me or do any self-care things for myself or anything like that. Every penny I get, every dollar I get goes into the kids or the home or just life. And it's just to be the very basic life. No, I wouldn't say bare minimum because I know people are worse off, but very, very basic lifestyles we live. And I don't know. That's, yeah. Appliances 10, 15, 20. So sometimes I am demotivated. But I have to keep going regardless because I have to keep going. 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. Pest control has 5. Plants and garden have 5. I could easily combine this money, and you know, even though it's in these separated categories, if ever I had a home emergency, I would just take it all out. It's just another way of saving, and we're trying to make it fun and appealing. And hopefully we can build up all of these categories. But, you know, it doesn't mean that if the name's on the envelope that's it, that money's only for that. It can't be used for anything else. If I ever do fall in a situation for me and my kids where I do, you know, it's an emergency and I need to take the money out, I definitely will. And I've done it so many times before, and there's no regrets. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay. And I think there's one more, the one that's in here, it's the Amazon, that's $80 that I've put in here for next year. $20.26 binder. Okay. Now these are our debts. So I went in and checked. Centrelink debt is currently $8,650, and how it dropped was they did the balancing, family balancing of the payments, and they owed me money for 2024-2025 financial year. And so they took that money that they were going to give me and paid it to the debt. So it dropped the debt down to $8,650 and some change. And then our other debt is at $5,538. And how I got that amount was every year they send me a letter of the balance. And so I went back and calculated every single payment that I've made, and I came to this just to make sure that I was in the correct amount. So now we can do the tallying. Okay. Trust the old calculator, and here we go. That's amazing. So this amount here is the cash that we have in the binders, or the total binder amount. There is some in the bank account. So I'm just going to put it in a bracket. That's crazy to know I had that money. Yay for that. Okay. That's why I love doing this. It's because it boosts up my motivation so much. Let's deduct the debts and see what's our overall net worth, it's not our actual net worth because we're not counting student loan hex, we're not counting mortgage or anything like that. This is just other debts, not the big huge debts. We'll tackle those when the time comes, when we're able to get rid of these first. I don't want to overwhelm myself. So now we're at $8,753 in the negative, which I know it's negative, but it's actually great because I remember we were in the negative 10,000 somewhere. Let me get my old one so we could see the month prior to June. So you can see here prior to June, we had, this was, I believe, end of April. Yeah, so this would have been start of May. And we were at minus 9,408. At the beginning of the year, we were minus 11,453. So from the beginning of the year to now, we've gone up a lot. And what did help us was that Centrelink debt did come down a bit, which is great. So yay for that. I'm excited for next month now to see the difference. And I like it this week so I could see. I don't know what got into my head for June and why I did it the other way. But I wanted to, and this also doesn't count challenge money. So I have money in a challenge binder and it's not counting the business binder either. Thank you so much for watching to the end and continuing to support me and share the love. I appreciate every single one of you. And honestly, without making these videos, I don't think I would continue in the journey because of always getting demotivated. What pushes me is making the videos. So thank you so much for supporting me and showing all the love. And I hope to see you all in my next video. All right, everyone, you take care for now. Bye-bye. Bye for now.